Lifestyles Podcast,
Welcome.
episode 1 of the Logy Lifestyle Podcast.
Episode numero uno.
You can learn how to live like a Logie, or you can learn how to view the podcast online. Log in.
You can sign in and you can log in and you can hit us up and like it, and you can also subscribe, whatever you want to do.
Subscribe, comment, share. Begin to share.
Yeah, get in the share zone.
We had a lot of letters actually from the viewers and listeners. So we're gonna actually address one of the issues like right away.
Yeah.
They said, step one, like how can I live a low lifestyle? And we said, well, that's the answer. Is you that's not for us to say.
Yeah.
The answer is within you.
Back off.
And back off.
Back off. Watch your back.
Watch your back. Call Alex Trebek.
Yeah.
You should, if you have questions like that, instead maybe you should consult your family or your pastor.
And just hire a consultant if you have no one close to you to consult.
Yes, if you don't have anyone to consult with, it's actually perfectly fine to hire a family consultant.
Yeah, there's consultants for everything these days. It's a fast-paced market.
To console you. Yeah, so we had actually been hearing a lot about consultancy, so we have a new consultant program actually available. Yeah. So if anyone wants to hire Logy Bay Groovers to do some consultation for you, we will consult you in any form you require. We
will consult you and not insult you.
We will not insult you. We will not insult you. We will only consult you in any format you require. But right now, we are definitely offering web services.
We want to cancel your insults.
If you want to see what you could have on your own company could be sharing with the world, you could check out LogyBayGroovers.com.
So have you seen this thing? It's basically going viral right now. But tomatoes are really in this year. Like they're coming back, and I think that the generation finally seen what its mascot is supposed to be. And I think tomato is going to be the next one, man.
Yeah, I definitely have heard some of the rumors, but I haven't heard any of the facts yet.
Generation Z is like, people are saying, well, the avocado on toast, millennials. But like, honestly, tomatoes, it's more important right now. Like tomatoes is actually bringing the crowds in. Tomatoes is rallying the people.
So they're calling this the Italian generation, perhaps.
Yeah. Eastside Mario's predicted it, man. They were doing it for years.
Hey, bada boom.
Bada bing.
So do you think seeing that large tomato on McDonald's Drive had anything to do with this rise in tomato culture?
I think the hipsters of that area were inspired by the tomato, and actually they brought it on just by their own nostalgia for the area. And that made it cool, and everybody started eating tomatoes. And looks like, they're going to be big this year, so get them while you can.
I definitely noticed there across the street from the tomato is an abandoned living complex. Perhaps could come home to tomato enthusiast young artists.
Yeah, man, like that could be the ideal flat for any new upcoming artist.
Perhaps, Kent's Pond could become a new hub for St. John's improvement.
Yeah, they can catch up with us later. Catch up.
They could. And up next, actually, we have a little update on the progress of actually. Sorry about this, guys.
Oh yeah, action. Progress and action is it's a very important topic, and I think progress and action is doing a lot of good work right now.
Yeah, and activity and etc. we would say is definitely forming a large part of what it's going to become.
Yeah, practicality kind of just came in this year and really showed itself, really showed its colors. And it's giving durability a bit more of a hard go this year. Like durability's kind of slumped back in the shadows. Now there's rumors that they're going to trade practicality back to durability, and we're going to get activity in this year. But we haven't had activity since 1998. So it's going to be really interesting to see him come back, and hopefully we can figure out what probable cause activity has for us this year.
I can't believe they think activity is going to come back. But anyway, I have heard that there's been more sensitivity in the era. And
yes, definitely.
be coming on to it, we're going to have a little more case of the wind.
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know that for sure this year that activities got real mixed bag bringing in. Now, activities from the west end of the country, and not many people in the league are actually they're actually playing with activities.
What? I can't believe there's no people in the league playing with activity.
Yeah, activity is just doing it solo. That's what's got so much attention.
That is the thing. I have been heard that there's been more situation to be sort of bothered with the individuals.
Yeah, the situation's really kind of flourished. It's gone from being an unnoticed little dove to a great big ostrich here right now, and I didn't think that it would really kind of work up to the state that it's in, but it certainly has.
There's a lot of courage displayed by management and overwhelming in Banana Peel here.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, the management really kind of came in from a rural part of the world and took over. It said, like, this is how we do it where I'm from, and we're really going to manage the situation.
I've seen left side system, and actually, it had no use. For me at least. You see, Stickwell and the falling rice. Furthermore, much behold, and
yeah,
everlasting wealth. It was.
Wow. It was chain lengths of proudness that day. Like the real timing of the whole event really kind of worked well with the season change and the current raising oil prices this week, and the real estate market's been bouncing back. Our local sports teams have been doing well. We've had great progress in our supermarket developments. We've had liquor stores added to 4 chains in our city. It's a new development. They now have access to all kinds of
unseasonable, and there's been one disaster, and for more than this, I've seen a lot of menus, and there's no menu like this. Really, for me, it's been the overwhelming use of Tubaisai, and also I've seen a bit of Kyo come up lately. That was pretty important to me as well. But it was nice to hear about activity. And activity as well. But we actually heard a lot more about champagne.
Oh wow.
Yes. So actually, many citizen actually have campaigned for more champagne rights.
Yeah, I mean, Champagne has been living in the dark ages. Champagne has only been really acknowledged as a second-class citizen in the last 20 years. There's been advocates for Champagne dating back for 30 years that I can think of. They gather every year in about March month, and they parade, and they remember that Champagne, it's sweet, but it's small, but it's not going anywhere. Champagne is here to stay, and it's there. I mean, beer and liqueurs are going to have to accept it. And I think Champagne has a lot to bring to the community and a lot to share. I look forward to seeing Champagne in the future.
With a size that's often not trusted, actually. Have you heard about the new form of grass?
Yeah.
So they're going to actually be asking people to go out and put it back.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
The first time ever, the grass is going to be put back.
Yes.
Okay.
So this new form of grass, instead, you must go out and lay it again, or else the city will tax you.
Oh yeah.
In fact, we actually no. This is a new broadcast. I'm sorry if folks, if this is new to you, but we have some broadcasts coming in from our witnesses,
Field agents.
outside the field insurgency. So yes, it is actually quite strange. We found that there actually is a large case of rock, and
Oh wow.
yes. So if you don't look out for rock, perhaps there is metallurgy.
Oh
And
shit.
yes, as well, we have heard there would be a earthquake.
Wow.
Upon magical proportion.
Magical strength earthquake. See, now that could really do some damage to the current market for tomatoes. As I mentioned earlier, tomatoes are going to be big this year, huge, huge. But with the earthquake, that could really get into this year's crop, and that could really be sour when it comes into the peak of the tomato season.
Yeah, this tomato season, the crops are actually looking to be a little underwhelming. I think to keep up with demand. So, actually, some people were looking into more stocks in Brian Tobin.
You know what they say? A green tomato shouldn't be picked.
Shouldn't be picked.
So you want to make sure those tomatoes are at least a shade of yellow or red before you think about it.
Yeah, so we have ice climatology report.
Okay, how's it going with the ice shacks?
Actually, no, this is actually a shack discussion. So,
Okay.
I don't know. I want you to correct me if I'm wrong, but it fails to me the purpose of C and the size of what I will find on Broad.
Yeah, I mean, Broad is really horizon, and horizon is zero dawn, and also it is incorporated on the navigation unit, which is installed previously Zodiac processor.
Okay, yeah, Zodiac processor. Yeah, that's actually kind of interesting to me because I remember like back when like I don't know when it's definitely before you do something like this, but definitely sort of a lot of memories came about of the it's kind of the size, maybe VHS tapes and so on.
It really hits here, it never ceases to impress that here really gets me a lot, and here is right above my heart and right below my trachea, so it's a weird space to be hit.
It feels in here for sure. Yeah. Perhaps sometimes there, and we also have some.
It might be all that talk of activity, it just really kind of sets me off sometimes.
Brings the consensus, perhaps. In the gloom.
Yeah. So I think a topic that's really, really important right now, and we're all trying to figure it out, is if you look here on the screen, we're trying to figure out what's actually in Tim Hortons coffee.
Oh yeah.
Why do people drink Tim Hortons coffee every day? Now we're breaking down it by molecules, and right about there, we're trying to see that there actually seems to be a mystery stimulant type psychoactive substance there.
That's interesting.
Scientists are saying that it could have some addictive properties.
Do you think though that the buzz is good?
I think the buzz is wicked, but it's cheap.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's something that really, it makes me think. Like this coffee's been on the go for a long time. Tim Horton was a hockey player. I mean, how do you go from puck on the ice to serving black in donuts?
I've never really actually heard that point presented to me.
Yeah.
But that actually is quite strange.
Are we gonna see Wayne Gretzky open up a taco franchise, or are we gonna see Shaquille O'Neal sell televisions? Or are we gonna see Magic Johnson opened up a new hotel franchise. I mean,
sure.
what are we going to see next from these athletes? Like Tim Hortons created an empire. It created something that our nation loves.
Yeah.
And he was one hockey player. Think about how many athletes are out there.
Okay, yeah. So who do you think is a good candidate for a new nationwide brand?
I think Felix Potven's soup and sandwiches are really hitting home. They're kind of local in Ontario right now, but they're actually going to become rural in Ontario this fall.
Yes.
But they got soup, they got sandwiches. I mean, everybody knows Felix Potvin. He started goalie Toronto Maple Leafs circa 1990s. And he loves a good soup and Sammy, you know.
Do you think there's actually a lot of more room in the market for another hockey player?
Yeah, I think given this market of tomatoes on the uprise and it being Canada, you know, I think we could. Now in the States, you're probably gonna have something different.
We have a lot of brand loyalty to Tim Hortons, so we're not trying to take away from this steak here. We're just trying to. Clue into the fact Canadians are really drawn to
just one hockey
name
player
that they can trust.
Yeah, and he serves coffee and donuts. But like I said, any athlete could probably start serving their own food and really just like have a global phenomenon like Tim Horton did.
Yeah, that was great on him.
Like Don Cherry's tried. I mean, Don Cherry had his like family style restaurant.
Yeah, he's
like he said, where do you want to eat your food to? I want to eat it here. I mean, that's done. But
it's a great spot to get some wings.
Yeah, but I mean, it kind of did a thing for a while, but it did really last.
It did a thing, you know. The thing. It's been done. It's been overdone.
Yeah.
They changed to winging it. They changed to the bigs.
The
they
bigs.
Back to John Cherry's Jungle Gyms now.
Yeah.
What's it going to be next year? Montana's, do you think?
I think my brother's place is on the way back. I think we're going to see a big comeback. My brother's place serving tomatoes all summer long. I mean, I really see that. Classic favorite, Mile 1 Stadium. Ponderosa looks like it's coming too, actually. We're going to see Ponderosa show his face. It's probably 2019. Early 2020.
It looks like there's going to be a return of Stavros.
Whoa, Stavros!
to our favorite.
Wow, I remember them from No Name Pizza.
Yeah, you might remember Stavros from No Name Pizza. He's come a long way in the last 20 years since Stavros, and he's actually he's secured the spot next to.
I mean. The Groovers did play Steve's Twin Lounge before.
Exactly,
and that's circa the same fella.
Yes,
so we're happy to see our friend Stavros come back open his doors again, honestly.
Yes, we're happy. We played Stavros' location free of charge, and we're happy to see him open more locations. But it's secured the spot there next to Breakers. Formerly
take a break, man.
I believe Rustlers, 24-hour entertainment venue and
24-hour Western food.
Yes, a Western food. In fact, wow, I didn't remember that. That's actually very interesting.
Like, have you ever had the Western diet? Like, it's crazy. There's like spurs, and there's like you can get cactus salads. There's lasso spaghetti, and they got Jig's dinner on the weekends. So like, what can you not say about Rustlers?
Yeah, they really like. It made me imagine as if I was Clint Eastwood or something.
You could really have a tavern there, I found.
Yeah, you could have a tavern. The lasso salad was quite good, but I saw that there was some tumbleweed dishes. As well.
There was also Billy Miner pie, coffee, a staple of almost every restaurant, including the Keg and Jack Astor's and Boston Pizza.
Oh yes, I saw the Miner Axe pie. I didn't actually like it there. I preferred. Actually, the Western food.
It had wow, the Western food is that.
Sorry, I don't know why this is so funny for me, but I prefer the Western food.
Yeah.
At the Village Mall that you can get.
Yes, yeah. Buck Weaver can really make one.
No, sorry. Well, I apologize. I'm kind of overwhelmed right now. The name escapes me, but
those the restaurants are popping up just like those taco holes.
Gosh, yes. You see, Montana's is a great Western.
Yes, you're right. It's a family Western restaurant.
Western, yes.
It's a Western, really.
It is a great Western themed restaurant.
They give you a pager, and you hit it. You could be across the road at Best Buy, and you hit that pager, and they'll tell you your food is ready. And you go back, sit at your table, eat as much meat as you want.
Wow, that's great service. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And don't be fooled. Jack Astor's is actually not a Western restaurant. I thought it was.
Yeah.
Given the name.
You think with a wholesome name like Jack?
Yes, and it was much more a sports themed, modern restaurant, which serves some interesting HD dishes. And as well as some open space pie, but
Yeah.
it really wasn't as homely as the cactus and needle dishes.
Yeah,
That-
yeah.
that-
There's something to say about those kind of restaurants. It's like they're trying to come off as high end, but really they come off as like professional.
Klondike Jake's.
Yeah, yeah.
This was one of my favorites.
They had a golden grill.
Yeah,
you stake your claim.
exactly.
Eat your fill.
This is actually, I think, one of the Western restaurants that kind of like set a foundation for what is like the contemporary Western restaurant.
They really got the gold rush.
that we enjoy.
Being Klondike Jake's.
That's true. They in fact did have the gold rush.
They were really prospecting their business.
Themed after the great Yukon in Canada. They didn't have rights to the Alaskan gold rush.
Yeah, they're owned by the Russians eventually.
Yes, actually. So I did go across the street though to Bulk Barn, and and it seemed like it would actually like pass as a Western restaurant, but
They have Tex-Mex.
exactly, yes.
Bulk Tex-Mex.
But I did come to understand they have a problem if you try to consume the food there, which I thought was strange as a restaurant, but it's okay to try to consume the food in stealth or something like this. I don't think this rule is very important, to be honest.
I would be like, did you ever, be to a barn? I mean, the animals eat in the barn. Like, why can't you eat in this barn?
Exactly. So there's a selection of Tex-Mex flavored powders and
Tex-Mex.
cheese flavored powders, as well as
Zesty Bordens.
yes, exactly. Yeah, and types of nuts and other things that a Western flavored cowboy may find on the dusty trail.
And enjoyed by gauchos, too.
Gauchos as well. Yes, that's actually great. Like South American friends have been enjoying the Bulk Barn themed Western restaurant as well.
Now, the cowgirls, they can enjoy the skinny Western options. You can try the skinny Western omelet or the skinny fast fry burrito. And make sure you try the skinny version because they're designed specifically for females and enjoyed by females only.
Yeah, that's important. And actually, in a response, there has been the gender neutral Western restaurant.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Opened, lately.
That's good, though. See? You
Yeah.
have to, something, you shake the wall and it shakes back.
Sure. Yes. Klondike Gym.
Klondike Gym. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And it also is a climbing gym.
Oh, climbing gym.
Yeah, because I mean, they saw no need for it to be a restaurant as well as not another social hub.
I can only trust Jungle Gym. I mean, in my experience, Jungle Gym is who it should be.
Excuse me. I'm gonna deal.
Yeah, sure. So I'm just gonna finish this story here. Jungle Jim is actually a member of Parliament, and he has rallied around the family. He had a pocket full of shells at the time, and he was living in the jungle, and he had a machete, and he had to find the rhino ribs in the back of his Jeep. Now, the rhino ribs were on sale, but they were only on sale when the bongo burger was at limited quantities. So the bongo burger had to meet Scott and Joey one night, and they got the Godfather. They also got the Jim's super spicy, the hot wing sauce, Insanity wings.
Oh yeah.
And of course, Jimmy cheesecakes as well.
See, Jungle Jim was getting a lot of flack for the suicide sauce. Did you hear?
Yeah.
Which I believe was a little insensitive name for a flavor of sauce. Do you think, but the super hot didn't really have the same ring.
No, it didn't. It was kind of. It was being like encouraged at the time, but it wasn't really accepted. I mean, to be encouraging one thing, but to accept the other, it was a typical catch-22, really.
Yeah. That was kind of like a 26.
Yeah, even a bit of a 27, and and good nights when the wind is not good.
Yeah. I've actually on some of the nights when the wind was pretty clear, it was still a 24.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. It's quite odd, like coming from
High averages mean low means, though.
exactly. Yes, yeah. It can be important though. To check other statistical measures.
Yeah. Oh, of course. I mean, we never look at outliers as anybody else but family. We don't treat outliers like they're outliers. We treat them like they're inliers. And inliers are people we can trust and we can count on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's actually nice. I think we're in liars a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Actually, for Christmas, we're going to be in liars for
about a week or something.
Yes.
Yeah. We're gonna be kind of stationed next between Aunt Wendy and Uncle Keith.
Oh yes.
We have to share the bathroom with Ian and Adam, and also.
We have a feed of actual Wendy's coming
Yeah.
soon. That is pretty good. What do you think? Where's Wendy lie on the spectrum of fast food themes?
I feel like Wendy is lying at about 75% of the way through. I feel like right now. I mean, she had a slow start at 18, but it's been a couple days, so I think we're at that right now.
Yeah, she's gonna make a big comeback.
Yeah.
Perhaps like I've seen like on other sides, people have been saying different things, but personally, knock on wood, and I wouldn't say it here first.
Don't step
folks.
on a crack.
And above all cracks, like don't judge,
Yeah.
and that's what I would say.
Heave it in you.
Exactly. Yes. And we have a kind of a different spiritual look on this. But that's not important today. The experiential is what we're feeling here.
Okay. Yeah. So I was going to ask, what are your current thoughts on the length of chains that requires a dog to come to the court?
Okay, yeah, there has been a lot of discussion about this lately. I actually don't know a lot about this, so I don't think it's fair for me to choose.
Fair enough.
The amount of chain, but like I've seen a chain once, and
like there's blockchain. I hear about this on a constant basis.
Yes, this appears to be a new chain.
Yeah.
I don't know much about this either. We're gonna have to ask if there are any audience members who could help us with this.
Yeah. Does anybody know what blockchain actually is? Like, what does it mean?
Yes, and if this chain is actually any good for a dog holding.
Yeah. I mean, and does the chain actually block, or is it more for show?
Yeah, it's a lot of like I'm looking for a good show chain, to be
Yeah.
honest right now.
I mean, show chains have been known to draw a crowd. Show chains have proven themselves in the old days, the new days, current days. So I look forward to seeing more show chains.
Yeah, for sure. Like I was only kind of a new interest of mine, but like I have personally, it's been very like fulfilling to study show chains, and I devote a lot of my time to it lately.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's very, 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 very compelling.
I mean, it's getting endorsed through the yin yang. We got Drake, we got Pastor Dre, we got Fortnite, we got basically a bowl full of jewels on the table right now.
I actually heard that it's sponsored by Amazon as well.
Yeah, Amazon Prime, Amazon Zero, Amazon Plus, Amazon Deluxe. We even got Amazon Current Day and the global Amazon.
We have Canada Post and FedEx as well.
Yeah. Amazon Home is now coming soon. And Amazon Home, you can now order everything from your home.
Yeah, from your home, you can order pretty much anything. I tried to order my own home.
Really?
From my home, and it could not be delivered. Yes.
Well, I guess everything has its limits.
Everything has its limits, And on the brighter side, we have heard a lot about ice cold
Yeah.
chips.
I asked Alexa if she ever had sex with Siri, and her response to me was, "Not for me to tell you."
Yeah, that's not really any of your business. Why did you ask her that?
I was curious about the sexcapades of artificial intelligence.
Okay, yeah, I think
because I mean,
I
we also have
don't-
Microsoft Sam. He's been lurking for a while now, and I mean, I've heard some rumors about him, but
Okay,
he's
yeah,
not available for a
he's been
comment.
around for a while.
But you know, Alexa's always there for a comment. Siri's a popular face,
yeah.
and I was just curious.
Okay, what about Cortana?
Oh, Cortana. I mean, I could see it. I could see it. But again, rumors. I don't know.
Rumors, and again, like I just don't see why you would even ask. Are you friends with?
Oh yeah, me and Siri grew up together.
Okay.
I mean, I was banging around with Siri since grade 9.
Sure, and this is just normal for you to talk
Yeah.
about.
Now Alexa, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say anything, but Alexa's, she's pretty good. I mean, you can really get down to her. But Siri, man, Siri don't lie.
Okay, sure. That's fantastic, actually.
And then Sam, like I said, we've never trusted Sam. He's a clippy.
Oh yeah. Okay, sure. I haven't heard a peep out of Sam in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I think since Windows 10 hit, he's been laying low. He feels his time is past. He's letting some other guys get the spotlight. With the activity coming this year, I mean, he's just really just producing these days.
Yeah, there's any room for a male-themed AI in the world right now, or
maybe if you're in Donald Trump's office, but maybe if you're in Justin Trudeau's office, or maybe if you're in the Brexit Prime Minister's office, or maybe if you're in anybody's office, you could have a reason for using Microsoft Sam. But I think everyone has a reason for Microsoft to make a final new persona called Microsoft Kyo.
Oh yeah.
Microsoft Kyo is only theoretical right now, but it includes everybody.
I did see that.
And it doesn't matter what your political past is or your political future, but you can talk about Kyo because it's for everybody.
Yeah. They had interesting.
Bill
press
Gates is
conference.
pulling out amazing things right now.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's more actually, I guess, like whoever's is taking care of things there now, because I don't know if Bill has much to do with the Microsoft Kyo.
Yeah. I honestly think George Lucas has more to do with it these days. George Lucas bought a lot of stock in Microsoft after he sold off Disney.
Yeah, actually,
and I hear he's controlling it right now. Look out for the new Lucas box. It's apparently going to be coming up in 2019.
Oh.
It's going to have built-in VR, connect from the get-go, Microsoft Live.
Wow.
We're going to have red controllers. We're going to have blue controllers.
That sounds great.
It's going to have batteries that last forever. You plug your batteries in the wall every night.
This is a technological revolution.
Yeah, George Lucas does amazing things. I mean, he made Star Wars.
Does it? Yeah.
It plays the Jaws theme when you hold the center button. It also has skins. There's skins that you can make microtransactions with. People are actually gambling with these skins in casinos.
Oh, so the real life skin on the system actually.
Yeah,
changes.
they have actual skins like
a chameleon.
Yeah, they do exactly. The hottest skin right now is actually the platinum skin.
Okay.
Because when you finish a game, you platinum the game. So
yes,
it's very just like status-y. Like you're just like you are the finisher, the finishist.
You just think that's interesting?
Yeah.
There's a lot of do you think the skin is a vanity symbol or?
I think it's more of a this is who I am, and I'm not afraid to talk about it.
I'm not like sure, exactly. I didn't have much of an understanding. It's just a platinum spoke to me as kind of unattainable for some people.
Yeah. It's very bold. I mean, but again, George Lucas created Star Wars. He co-directed Star Wars and E.T.
And Batman.
And Jaws and Batman. And he also...
James Bond.
Yeah. I also heard that he's trying to get his hands on Harry Potter. Now, Harry Potter is going to get rebooted next year. Nobody wants this. I think it's way too soon.
Okay.
But they're doing it. They're going to reboot Harry Potter.
He actually wrote A Bridge to Terabithia.
Yeah,
The
he
book.
did. Yeah, yeah. Because actually, as a child, he fell off a bridge and
Oh,
hit his
yeah.
head and drowned. And he got over it somehow. And made Star Wars in his teenage years. So fantastic person.
Star Wars aside, his academic work was fantastic.
Yeah.
He's a great
I
archaeologist.
mean, now he's controlling Microsoft. I mean, look out, Steve Jobs. I know you're gone, but he's really giving you a run for your money.
I think I actually heard he was trying to resurrect him just to give him a
Wow,
hard
okay,
time.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he made lightsabers. I mean, he could probably do that.
Yeah, I actually saw that. Like, he had created actually a lot of chapels in the 15th century.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah.
He's very skilled craftsman architect.
Artisan.
Yes,
Yeah,
artisan even, yeah.
Wow, real philanthropist. I mean, people like that. I mean, I could see people voting for George Lucas in the next election. Honestly.
Yeah, for a real philanthropist like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what?
I mean, Elon Musk. I mean, I could take it or leave him, but
Yeah.
like, I could really, really sink my teeth into George Lucas.
Yeah,
Like, he likes dogs. I mean,
he's a person you can trust. I mean, he made Star Wars. He's
he even co-directed Star Trek.
He's got a name you've heard.
Yeah.
I think it's a good turn. But it's actually just I think his cross generational time wielding capabilities.
Yeah, he can fit in with every generation. He does it like it's wearing gloves or something.
I believe he's a vampire as
Yeah.
well. Yes, he's existed for much longer than any living human.
I can see it. I can totally see it. I mean, how else do you come up with Yoda? I mean, like, come on, like.
Yeah,
Green
you got a
Ninja
point
Master,
there. That,
like-
that's kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he
I don't
took-
see how anyone could come up with a green ninja master, save for they were a multi-dimensional being.
Harrison Ford would be a nobody if it wasn't for Lucas. I mean, Harrison
Oh,
Ford.
give me a break, of
I mean,
course.
he built that career with Lucas.
Yes, yeah, he sailed the ship and
Yeah.
he crossed it for
And Carrie Fisher, rest in peace.
Air
She was
Force
a great
One
soul.
would have never happened.
Yeah, it
Uh,
never happened. No.
Never.
And like Mark Hamill, he would have probably gotten into more car accidents if it wasn't for George
I
Lucas.
say, I actually I heard other reports where he became a farmer.
Yeah.
And
So did Sam Neill from Jurassic Park. I mean, Sam Neill's Jurassic Park and
Oh, okay.
Steven Spielberg. That's like George Lucas's friend.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Have you seen any of the new movies directed by William Shakespeare?
Yeah, I have. And now
yeah.
I saw William Shakespeare Jr.'s Rave of the Rockers, and
Okay, yeah.
Rave of the Rockers was interesting. I went
Okay.
in there. There was a rave, and it was rocking. It was fantastic.
I saw that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great. Like I think I caught the
Like, I
week
can't wait for it to
after
hit
you there.
Netflix because I'm just gonna put that on my.
Yeah, that would be great. But I think the live performance is really like what you have to see there.
Yeah.
Um,
It's going on Broadway right after Bruce Springsteen does his tour this year. It's
yeah,
crazy.
which is touching as well.
Yeah.
And we like to say again, like the live show just blew me away. I was floored.
Yeah. They did it on ice. They did it
I
on
gotta say,
skates.
they killed it.
Yeah.
They slayed.
Yeah.
You know,
They did the catwalk justice, really.
for sure. They created new forms of justice,
Yeah.
and in fact, they presented overwhelmingly fair justice.
Yeah. I could definitely see that. It was like a league of justice or something.
Yeah. A blind league, though.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's a case of the blind leading the blind, and also leading the deaf, and also leading the blind.
Yeah. There was like a big lineup of ice sculpture performers.
Yes, there was. There was a
That's
man
right.
who was using a chainsaw that was banned last year, but it
Okay.
got lifted this year.
Yeah.
They did some thinking, and they said, well, the chainsaw,
Yeah.
is this really giving an advantage to ice sculptures? Well, if everybody has access to the chainsaw,
You know,
I mean, it creates some
it's
pretty good
a
art.
cost barrier, perhaps.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
mean,
important?
There is fossil fume factors that we have to
Yeah.
affect in here.
Did you like the new blowtorch category though?
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
blowtorchers. I think they were fantastic. Like they were really on fire.
Yeah, for sure. They were definitely on fire. I say some of them, in fact, were boiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tremendous. The ice melted before my eyes.
Yeah, it really did. It was like it must have been how the Earth felt after the Ice Age.
Yeah, so they have a new 3D printing category as well, where
yeah.
actually the ice sculpture is built out of small droplets of water.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they
And,
lay one at a time in a -40 conditions.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it does hurt. Yes.
It's like Kelvin.
Oh yeah. It could be measured in Kelvin as well.
Yeah.
And in fact Fahrenheit.
So sublimation. Do you think it exists? I mean, I've heard
y-
about it. I saw it in a textbook a few times, but
Yeah, that's
can
a
you
good
really
one.
go from a solid to gas? Like,
Yeah, like I don't know, like I haven't seen this measured and presented before. Maybe
it seems
for sure.
cryptid to me at this point. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you could go from solid to liquid, liquid to gas.
Yeah, like I mean, who's
Solid to
saying like
gas?
what is gas and who is solid?
Yeah. I mean, I see little blue dots. I see them vibrating. I see them starting to shoot around on the diagrams. Then I start to see them just going around in clouds. And I mean, you can look at solid water, liquid water, gaseous water. It all makes sense. But then you hear stories about solid to gas, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah, no, yo. I actually heard a lot about the new Greece snow
Oh.
that's been falling in parts of the world.
Yeah.
And actually, some people were collecting the grease and building cubes to insulate their home.
Oh, I mean, that's resourceful. I mean, glad to see it. Glad to see the people
Actually,
doing it.
after working in a press and with hammers and so on, it takes on kind of a whale blubber like consistency, which is
Wow.
actually perfect for building the walls of your home
Yeah.
or other things.
Or, insulating your tomato terrarium.
Yeah, it's been used in clothing applications and actually in like impoverished situations to deploy aid
Wow.
quickly in the form of blubber mats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the Bronze Ages, they talked about these blubber mats, and
Yeah,
the Bronze
that's true,
Ages lost a lot of this in time, really.
They
But, like,
they did. They talked about these. Like I remember Bronze Age was saying a lot about this, and I don't know why they didn't move to do more.
yeah. I mean, they had Westeros, they had Easteros, they had the Christmas morning. They had a couple of those, milestones that year that they had to get through.
Yeah.
But it was something that they could get through, but really delivery was really key.
yeah, like
They had to make some networking. They had to cut some people down.
Yeah,
They had
like
to lay them off.
coming after, like long after the Neolithic era, they
Yeah.
should have known much better than to
They
make
were
some of the same
Mesopotamians.
mistakes.
I mean, they
Yeah.
should have been born that way. but, like,
Yeah, for sure. We raise the stakes and then we take it higher.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
I mean,
that's-
they were born chopping green peppers. They were
Yeah.
born eating them. They were born
They knew it already.
using them.
They
like, yeah.
they were in the field. They were made of strength.
Yeah. I mean, they slept in the avocado pits.
They were there.
They had beds made of avocado
You
pits.
name it, they were there.
They had mattress literally made out of avocado pits.
Tombs and so on. They
Yeah.
were miners, astronauts,
Yep.
everything, and all forgotten.
Yeah.
Uh,
All lost in the Bronze Age. I mean, and Bronze Age himself told me that.
To the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The winds were really strong that day.
Yeah, no, that was a very strong day.
Yeah.
With the winds. Actually, I heard a little bit from Mitchell Page though
Oh, yeah,
afterward. Yeah. And
He's still kicking around, eh?
yeah, they were saying that there isn't much rainfall anymore.
Yeah. Rainfall amounts have been low this year, but snowfall amounts are looking like they're coming back.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't know. I heard this from somebody at work the other day, but
What?
they also said that Sun and Cloud is going to be
Yeah.
kind of taking over as manager at the end of the summer.
Yeah, what do you think the atmosphere's outlook is on all
Well, I
this?
think Sun and Cloud wants to operate loosely but basely, and they also want to operate discreetly. They want to
yeah.
be tolerant. They want to be fluent.
Yeah.
They want to be indulgent. They want to be congruent. I mean,
it's
parallel issues are all over the place.
Sun's a little unrelenting, though. Yeah, you kind of have to learn to work with it, or
You got to go with the flow, or you get lost in the dough.
Yeah, definitely. There's actually like a new form of dough on the rise.
Yeah.
Yeah, made of nickels.
Nickel dough.
Yeah, you need it. The Canadian government actually noticed people weren't using their nickels very often, so they developed this new program to turn them into nickel flour. So
Wow.
you can actually, it's no problem. You can get one of these machines.
The Royal Canadian
the
Mint
post office.
are doing their best right now to distribute them, I hear.
Yeah. You can just go to the post office and pick one up and grind your nickels into edible format.
Wow.
Yeah. This is a new discovery, actually. Big thanks to grants made possible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Seriously, there's people out there doing great things all the time. And
great things.
They just need to get their recognition from time to
Yeah,
time.
they just need to. So we'd like to thank Brad O'Neill, Kenny
Jeff
Mitchells.
Keogh, Robert Downey, Lord Pingent,
Oh yeah, Lauren Matthew.
Larry David's brother, Craig.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Carrie Dine. Yeah.
Winston Houston.
Yeah. Who else is? I think there's only 3 or 4 more. But we gotta name them all.
The director of Big Mama's House 3, Lord Mitchell Moore, I think.
Oh, was it Lord Baltimore?
Oh, it was Lord Baltimore.
Yeah, they have a number on that one too.
Yeah, they do.
3rd or 4th. I don't know.
I hear that the trailer for 4 is going to hit soon.
Yeah, actually, the trailer is out for house format
And
now.
Norbit, it makes a cameo in it this time.
Yeah.
And Pluto Nash is coming back too.
Yeah, no, that's actually pretty interesting because I haven't heard a lot from the Pluto Nash side of the field lately.
Yeah. I mean, since Norbit, it's really been. Can he do better than that?
Do you think there's a space for a Return of the Clump family?
I think so. I think the Nutty Professor in space could work. I mean, I think you need the right director.
Okay.
I think right now Seth Abramson or Jeff Dahmer or even Quentin Tarantino.
Okay.
You know, those guys could do some good jobs.
I was looking to, you move past the movie medium here, and it's more speaking like a cultural change movement.
Okay,
Yeah.
So you want some blue-collared barons right now.
Yeah, we like to be spearheaded for sure. I'd say a little like portion grassroots, but not completely.
Okay.
We don't want to throw people off.
Yeah, so you're advocating for rights, but not rightfully advocating.
Yeah. We just we make a little noise, not too much. But that's okay because we want to get the funding. It's not.
Yeah.
It's important.
I mean, we could scratch that baby all day long.
Scratch the baby.
Yeah.
But the main thing is we want to scratch the baby.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be scratching the baby.
Yeah.
You can catch that on Thursdays, actually 9 p.m. There's a baby scratching competition coming up at the waterfront.
Yeah, it's actually brought to you by local musician and custom hero George Thorogood, and he has his Scratch My Back Baby.
Oh yeah, Scratch My Back tickets available. Brand new kind of format of gambling, I think.
Yeah.
What is gambling?
So gambling is taking a chance on something that you're unsure about.
Okay.
So really, I think gambling affects us all. I mean, people who say, "Oh, you have a gambling addiction." I mean, who doesn't have a gambling addiction?
Okay, so gambling affects us all.
Yeah.
We all. Who doesn't have a gambling addiction?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. There's no marginalization. There's only margarine. We use
only-
Eversweet. We use Parquet. Occasionally we'll get Central's Dairies, but I mean, Central Dairies, who buys that either?
This is a margarine nation. Who buys Central Dairies when you could have the flavor of Eversweet?
Eversweet.
Perhaps, yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually nice. Like, have you tried the Eversweet at Piper's? Do you find that it's any different?
It's a little. I don't know. Maybe it's just my taste, but it's got a little too much salt in it.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it first, man, but I think it's definitely like a little too salty.
I think so too. I think
Yeah.
honestly they resalt it and resalt it.
Yeah, they probably do. Or do you think it's maybe like a Chinese Eversweet or something, a different?
It could be that. I mean, I also think that it's probably just like older.
Oh yeah, they had to resalt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It changes the flavor. I mean, is it really Eversweet at that point?
It's kind of interesting the size of the onions.
Yeah.
Do you think there's room at Sobeys for the in between small and regular size onion?
Maybe like twice a week. You can put them up by the deli.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just feature them.
Okay.
We're not getting into like full-time employment here with onions.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna give them 16 hours a week. To get them when you want them.
And we're not gonna tell you how to run your own onion or anything. It's
Yeah.
just that. Yeah, I like fair point made for sure. Like
Yeah.
I mean, personal differences aside, bias be known. Like fair point made.
Yeah. I mean, all bets are off. All shots are called. All the alley auction free.
Yeah, the gun's in the yard. The hall is shut.
Yeah,
you know?
the chickens have come home to roost.
The whole coop.
Yeah, the whole coop.
Flat out,
Coop de gras.
burn down the house, as they say.
Yeah.
Pew.
Well,
The church fell down. Yeah.
it's been a cast. I've been a cast of actors. It's been a cast of directors. It's been a cast of new friendships. How do you feel the cast has casted?
No, I don't think that there has actually been a moment for the capture of the Casper instance.
Like, I feel like the cast is been growing. I mean, they're adding cameos on a daily basis to the cast. I mean, the cast, it's a breathing atmosphere there.
Yeah,
I mean, I think they're really giving BuzzFeed a run for their money.
I've seen the forecast was aforementioned to be
the forecast.
formidable.
Okay, I knew the 5 cast was in, but I did not know the 4 cast.
Yes, actually, the forecast successor to the 3 cast is
Okay.
doing very well.
Now, have you seen the body cast? I mean, the body cast is apparently this new gym-related cast, and it's stretchy. It's meant for sweat, and it's got some good tips with it. But it's quite the cast.
Yeah, it makes you. It makes you run faster, does it?
Yeah, like it's got body brake engineering or something in it, and it makes it the body cast.
Okay, yeah. They had some of the sideways molecules.
Yeah, like the Everlast ones, I think. You know, like the ones that the UFC guys wear.
Yeah. Okay. So, did you hear any in the album reviews? There was my good friend and colleague Blair Matthews.
Blair Matthews.
Auto Body Sales. He was actually caught up in a court case involving alimony. And as well as a little bit of slander.
I mean, you got to pay your dues, or you'll run out of screws. That's what I always say.
Yeah, if the screws are loose, there's no format and ham to be filled.
Yeah, I mean, you can't nail a screw. You can screw a screw.
You can screw a screw. You can nail a nail. Okay, so did you ever actually construct a cottage?
I did. I actually did once. It was when I was a child. It was a very important time for me. We had to work under the conditions that we had to get this done. It was something that we had to have finished, and it was something that was really coming to a close. So we built the cottage, and we spent 2 nights in it, and it started to rain. And turns out that once it rained, the cottage got wet. And when it got wet, it's started breeding microbial life. And we were seeing protists, we were seeing algae, we were seeing bacteria, we were seeing mostly eukaryotes. We were also getting a few of those